What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? I hope everybody having a great week, and I hope everybody stayed consistent, disciplined, committed, positive, firmly positive, and they stick to their affirmations. It's your boy once again, Hado, and I'm back again with another video. On today's video, I'm gonna break down how I took a trade on EU, also known as Euro USD. I cheated again for the third time. I cheated again for the third time, bro. Like, wifey ain't doing the shit that he always did, you feel me? So I guess I cheated for the third time, and me cheating came with terms and conditions. You feel me? T's and C's did have to apply, or they were applicable for me to add on to shit that I'm about to do. So there's no daily time frame, 4 hour time frame, straight to the hourly time frame. Trading current price, not looking at anything, just looking at the left side, confirming what's happening on the right side, and look for a continuation move from what happened on the left side. Let's enjoy and let's have a great week. So let's have a great end to our week. So yeah, looking at the left side, price was moving. Okay, let me do this. Let me give y'all game. Let me give y'all game. So looking at Euro USD, EU was moving sideways. Price was tapping. Price was tapping resistance. Boom. And price was tapping support. So obviously, when price is in a sideways movement, okay, starting off right here, price had an impulsive push to the downside. Boom. Obviously, with an impulsive push to the downside, price moved sideways. Obviously, with a sideways movement, we all know from a push, correction, will have a potential what? Continuation to the downside. So yeah, price did push to the downside. So looking at current price, when I woke up on on the 5th, what date is it today? It's the 7th, on Wednesday. 2 days in a fucking trade. You know what it is. So when I woke up on Wednesday, I saw that like now Euro USD had a what? A series of higher highs and higher lows. You can't dispute that. Can't dispute that until price came back to the what? To the very same correction. This you need to sometimes look at what happened before you can look at what is currently happening. I pray now back y'all, and I pray that you understand that. So obviously, price date came back, boom, breaking in again and breaking out. So this 7 a.m., this London session breakout, this candle on London Open, confirming that we are having what? We're having some dollar strength and some euro weakness. You understand? So obviously now, when now price broke out, closing below the very same what correction, I didn't care about what's happening on current price or what will happen on current price. I only cared about if price will hold this correction and hold it as support so we can take profit on resistance, or if price will hold resistance and take profit on support. You understand? But we had a what? A close below that very same zone. So once price closed below that very same zone, all I waited for, or all I was anticipating, it was for price to continue moving to the downside. With price moving to the downside, it was a retest what? A retest above because we are in support. Okay, a retest below because it was in support. You understand? There is the retest below. You understand? So when I now based my entry, when this pin bar candle, this 10 a.m. candle closed as a pin bar, all I was waiting for it was price to continue with a break back in and continue moving to the upside, confirming what this overall movement. You understand? But in this instance, it was a bit tricky. So now all I waited for, this candle was bullish until it turned bearish, and below the two open, between the two close, the close of the candle and the open of the other candle, I was simply waiting for price to trade below the very same zone, and I took a trade. So yeah, my stop was around this very same zone because I was looking for 1 to 9, an overall move. You understand? I was looking for price. If now price would have to break back in, this was the zone I was looking for price to react from before it could continue moving to the downside. But now because this trade is locked and sealed and ready to sell, all I waited for, okay, so we had now price, okay, first things first, we had price coming back to resistance, we had price breaking out of, okay, what am I saying? We had price breaking in of our correction, we have price breaking out or closing below that very same correction. That was my first confirmation. My second confirmation was this candle trading bullish, turning bearish, and trading below the very same close and the open of the two previous candles. The third confirmation would maybe be positive with price having a continuation to the downside. It was when we pushed and corrected with a bear flag. Understand? I spoke of a bear flag on USD CAD, I think on Monday or Tuesday, can't remember. And I'm speaking again of a bear flag on Friday on a different pair, which is Euro USD. So when now price at this correction, I simply waited for a breakout to confirm what a continuation trade to the downside. So what I'm looking to take profit from is from this major support, looking at previous history. When we go back to previous history, 2000 and something, 20 something, that's when you can confirm that. But now, in this instance, this on this trade, I based my trade on looking at the past history before I can confirm what will happen on current price. So past history, price was moving in a correction until it broke to the downside. Current history, price broke back again in that correction, closed below the very same correction. I anticipated what? A continuation move to the downside. So that's my take on Euro USD, how I took a trade on Euro USD concerning Euro weakness and dollar strength. You understand? Because I still see dollar having more strength with the euro, with the pound, with the rand. Nah, it's different. Yeah, with the rand again, CAD. Uh, what other pair do I look at? And the odd and the Aussie dollar. Those are the only pairs. So I still see the dollar having some strength on this pace. So what? Okay, I don't share anything. You people know I don't take everything to Instagram and everything to YouTube. So this trade, I wanted to share this trade because I know that I have something coming up soon. I don't need people when they now want to view my things or want to join everything that I'm looking to open. I don't need people now being like, but dude, you only trade the NAS. Why don't you trade Euro USD, GBP USD, Aussie dollar straight, Aussie dollar that? I need people to see that like I take trades on anything. I share the Netflix trade, I share the Tesla trade, I share the Bitcoin trade, I share Ethereum trades, I share USD CAD trades, I'm sharing Euro USD trade today. NAS trades I don't talk about because I always share those trades. So I basically trade everything and I basically base on every pay I enter the market with the same mentality. How I take trades on the NAS, I'm gonna take on Euro USD. People, a few those who see me, those who see my trades on YouTube on the NAS and everything, they can definitely understand that. Yeah, this is how Hanum took this trade. This is how we took this trade, shit and that, that and that. You understand? I do have again what GU. I do have GU, but yeah. So GU, it's simple. Price was holding this. Price broke support, major support, gave us a new all-time low. This is an all-time low, not a 2022 low. It's yeah, it is a 2022 low, but it is an all-time low. So obviously, with an all-time low, you simply need to do what? Buy the dip. That's what I shared on the mess. So yeah, price did hold this brick wall, boom, boom, until it broke out. So obviously, once price broke out, came back for what? came back, came back again because we were still holding support and trading above support. What I actually was looking at, it was once price took the highs out because I was having this highs, the zone is my highs until this candle, boom, took the highs out, closed below the very same, the very closed below the very same highs and just rallied to the downside. So obviously, like I say again, those who watch my videos on YouTube, they'll also say, I'm not number one. I don't care about being the first trader inside a trade or to hop in the movement while it's still high. You understand? So I could have took this impulsive move to the downside, but I'm not that kind of a trader. So price did push, understand, corrected a little on the zone. So let me try and zoom the zone out. Let me try and zoom it up. So obviously this wasn't push, price tapping a higher low, tapping a lower high. Okay, price tapping a higher high and a higher low and a higher high, having a multiple rejections on the very same zone, breaking back in, rejecting the very same zone, closing below the very same zone. I anticipated a continuation move to the downside. But this was a risk entry trade. I don't take risk entry trades, you people know it, but this was a risk entry trade. So once this candle, all I waited for it was for price to open bullish and trade bearish. But in this instance, I was simply waiting for price to be below this very same rejections or this very same zone. You understand? But I can see that I wasn't below it. I didn't take a trade below it. I was a bit impatient. You need to work on your patience as a trader. I was a bit impatient and price did what? Closed below the very same zone like I anticipated and continued moving to the downside. So yeah, I don't need to explain much on GBP USD because my trade was, I actually took a trade on EU, on Euro USD. So Euro USD, we're looking for an overall of a 1 to 25 when we take profit. 1 to 25, is it 1 to 25 or 1 to 20? Yeah, 1 to 25. 1 to 25. I'm looking for 1 to 25, want to take profit. So current price pushed, we're in a sideways correction, we're in a sideways move. Obviously, with a push and a correction, we'll have a continuation move to the downside. So that's how I took a trade. That's how I took a trade. That's why I took that trade. So yeah, that's okay once again. I'll upload this video right now and I'll be back for my upload. Can't miss that. I'm always on fire with that one. So yeah, that's all I got.